website review is for Landscape of Life for Joe. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to review your website. You've done an excellent job. And so what I'm going to do is I'll go through the things that I think you've done really well, and then I'll offer a few suggestions for improvement. So the first thing I wanted to say, I like the slideshow. It's very simple and you tell people what you do. The only thing I would recommend here is maybe have an image of yourself, because I want to connect not to somebody's feed, but I want to connect to you. So if you can have your own photo there, a professional photo, I think that might be a little bit better. The other thing that I like is that you've got a tagline here. So as soon as somebody arrives at your website, they know immediately what your website is about. So well done on that. And as we scroll down the page, you've got just a brief description of the services that you offer. Down here, also just points on both on well-being and on relationships, and with a link to more. So you could potentially reduce the size of this text because people don't tend to read an awful lot, and if they want to find out more, they can go to your other page. But other than that, I think it's great. The other thing that I like on your website is that you've got a book now button, so people can book for an appointment with you. So that's a good call to action. Maybe make it a little bit bigger and outline what the appointment is about, how long it's going to be, that sort of thing. So have a little bit more than just book an appointment. Now, what I absolutely love is that you've got as featured in. Those are great trust icons. The only thing is when I click on it, it doesn't take me anywhere. So if you can link all of these to the segments, if it was on channel 10, or to the age, to the actual article, that would be ideal. You also have a blog feed at the bottom of the page, which is great. I would make it consistent, so perhaps add an image here as well. Now, blog feed is a great idea because it makes your website look fresh for the search engines. Now, the other thing that on your About Us page, you have fees and payments, and those are really important. I think it makes more sense if it's actually listed under services rather than on the About page. So I would just move it across there. And the other thing is that you have split up your services. Split up your services into different pages. So again, that's important because if somebody's looking for relationship counseling, they don't want to be reading about every other kind of counseling. So well done on that. Now, a few suggestions for improvement. I would include testimonials and case studies if you can. Again, that adds more trust and credibility. On your homepage, I would highlight some of the pain points that you are solving for people. And generally, those are in the form of a question. I would also recommend that you include a frequently asked questions page. And the way that works is you would take all the content that you've got on your website and turn it into questions. Many people find that the frequently asked questions page is the page that they had to. So they want the answers and they want them quickly. And they assume that they will find all of the information on your frequently asked questions. So I would definitely add that. Now, as I mentioned, since you've been featured in the media, I would also have a media button here or under About Us, and link to all the segments, articles, and even if you've been featured on other websites, have links there because it again, it adds credibility. Now, since customers won't generally buy from you or hire your services, it's important that you capture their details. So if you can provide them with a free report in return for their email address, similar to what you would do on a landing page, or perhaps you might be running some mini masterclasses or webinar. Get any opportunity you can get to collect people's email addresses. The other thing I would recommend is that you include your opening hours or business hours on the homepage, perhaps down here, and also on the contact page so that people can uh, they know when you're available to speak to them. So you've got an inquiry form, which is fine, um, but and you've got your address as well, and a map, so that's really good. But just maybe the opening hours would be helpful. And I would also encourage, I know I said initially have a photo of you on the website, but because it's a counseling service, I think people would connect with you even better if you could include a video. So those are the points that I'd like to make about your website. I hope you find them helpful. If you are interested in a more comprehensive website audit, please get in touch with me. Thank you.